Hello, Father Ovito here. Greetings from the land of Jesus. I'm here to explore more about Jerusalem. So please join me, and I have more videos to come. Mabuhay. God bless you, and muchas gracias. Dios les bendiga a todos. These are the Discalced Carmelite order of Muhraqa. It's a beautiful place here in Israel. I'll show it to you. And we'll be having a mass here in this beautiful mountain. Trees, olive trees, to all the Discalced Carmelites around the world, greetings from the land of Jesus. Muhraqa, the sacrifice. Sanctuary and monastery. It's a beautiful place up here. And there is an image of Prophet Elijah, because this is the place where he battled Prophet Baal in this place, in this holy and beautiful place. And there's the church.
In the manner of one time. He slaughtered. We could say he was not very tolerant.
Trees. Trolls. So this is the image that they were offering sacrifices to Baal.
This is Elijah.
Yeah, calling fire. And
This is the slaying of his prophets.
Prophet Elijah won. And let's go upstairs to see the whole view. It's kind of hot up there, but it's a beautiful day. Wow, look at that. The view is amazing. You can see the whole area. Hi, Mary. Talking away. Yeah.
In the palace, there were, very close people in the priest. And Elijah was very angry. He addressed the king to have God. And surely
were not there. He made them swear they could not find you. But now you tell me to go to my master and say, Elijah is here. I don't know where the Spirit of the Lord may carry you when I leave you. If I go and tell Ahab and he doesn't find you, he will kill me. Yet your servant, have worshipped the Lord since my youth. Haven't you heard, my Lord, what I did while Jezebel was killing the prophets of the Lord? I hid 100 of the Lord's prophets in 2 caves, 15 each, and supplied them with food and water. And now you tell me to go to my master and say, Elijah is here? He will kill me. Elijah said, as the Lord Almighty lives, whom I sever, I will surely present myself to Ahab today. So Obadiah went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Elijah. When he saw Elijah, he said to him, is that you trouble of Israel? I have not made trouble for Israel, Elijah replied, but you and your father's family have. You have abandoned the Lord's commands and have followed the Baals. Now summon the people from all over Israel to meet me on Mount Carmel, and bring the 450 prophets of Baal and the 400 prophets of Asherah, who eat at Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent word throughout all Israel and assembled the prophets on Mount Carmel. Elijah went before the people and said, how long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him, but if Baal is God, follow him. But the people said nothing. Then Elijah said to them, I'm the only one of the Lord's prophets left, but Baal has 450 prophets. Get 2 bulls for us. Let Baal prophets choose one for themselves, and let them cut it into pieces and put it in the wood, but not set fire to it. I will prepare the other bull and put it on the wood, but not set fire to it. Then you will call on the name of your God, and I will call on the name of the Lord. The God who answers by fire, he is God. Then all the people said, what you say is good. Elijah said to the prophets of Baal, choose one of the bulls and prepare it first. Since there are so many of you, call on the name of your God, but do not light the fire. So they took the bull given them and prepared it. Then they called on the name of Baal from morning to noon. Baal was shouted, but they was no one answered. They danced around the altar they had made. At noon, Elijah began to taunt them. Shout louder, he said. Surely he is God. Perhaps he is deep in thought, busy traveling. Maybe he is sleeping or must be awakened. So they shouted louder and slashed themselves with swords and spears, as was their custom, until their blood flowed. Midday passed, and they continued their frantic prophesying until the time for the evening sacrifice. But there was no response. No one answered. No one paid attention. Then Elijah said to all the people, come here to me. They come to him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord, which had been torn down. Elijah took 12 stones, one for each of the tribes descendant from Jacob, to whom the word of the Lord had come, saying, your name shall be Israel. With the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord. And he dug a trench around it large enough to hold 2 seahs of seed. He arranged the wood, cut the bull into pieces, and laid it on the wood. Then he said to them, fill 4 large jars with water and pour it on the offering and on the wood. Do it again, he said, and they did it again. Do it a 3rd time, he ordered, and then they did it the 3rd time. The water ran down around the altar and even filled the trench. At the time of sacrifice, the prophet Elijah stopped forward and prayed, Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel, and that I'm your servant and have done all the things at your command. Answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and the soil, and also licked up the water in the trench. When all the people saw this, they fell prostrate and cried, the Lord, he is God, the Lord, he is God. Then Elijah commanded them, seize the prophets of Baal, don't let anyone get away. Then they seized them, and Elijah had them brought down to the Kishon valley and slaughtered there, which is like the valley behind you now, the Kishon. There's a tell over there, it's called Tel Kashish. It's believed to be just in front of you, where you see the city to the right. You can see like bushes in the area. This area is called known as Tel Kashish, or the valley of Kishon, where Elijah chased all the Baal priests. And Elijah said to Ahab, go, eat and drink, for there is the sound of a heavy rain. So Ahab went off to eat and drink, but Elijah climbed to the top of Carmel, bent down to the ground, and put his face between his knees. Go and look toward the sea, he told his servant, and he went up and looked. There's nothing there, he said. 7 times Elijah said, go back. The 7th time the servant reported, a cloud as small as a man's hand is rising from the sea. Elijah said, go and tell Ahab, hitch up your chariot and go down before the rain stops you. Meanwhile, the sky grew black with clouds. The wind rose, a heavy rain started falling, and Ahab rode off to Jezreel. The power of the Lord came on Elijah, and tucking his cloak into his belt, he ran ahead of Ahab all the way to Jezreel.
Marathon runner.
Jezreel is that direction.
Towards Bethlehem, or sorry, Jerusalem.
No, Jezreel is like where, you remember where I pointed out to Mount Gilboa ridges, when we went so close to Tzipori yesterday? Like from Tzipori till Jezreel is, you could say, half an hour from there, half an hour drive. So it's on the borders, it's on the southern parts of the Jezreel Valley, which is in front of us. The south is there, so it's on the southern parts, and on the northern parts of the Samaria mountains, you know, the northern parts of the West Bank. So that is still Jezreel. So saying all of this, guys, we're on top of Mount Carmel, and one of the things that was found here, we're not, sure if this is from that time, but just underneath us there's the modern place where we celebrate masses, and the altar over there. The altar over there is also, built with 12 stones. It's believed to be the same one that was built by Elijah, representing the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. So if you have the chance, if they have finished celebrating Mass, maybe we can have the chance to see that the altar, and maybe we can celebrate our Mass as well over here. All right. So saying all of this, guys, this is where the story in the Bible happened. All right. The place is known as Muhraqa because it's an Arabic name meaning it burns, or a burning place, because the whole story that we read now from the Bible. All right. So saying all of this, guys, anyone would like to add anything here before we go check with the Father what time is our Mass and where we are celebrating?
There is a sign, Mount Carmel, that way.
Yes, Mount Carmel is it's a ridge. It's a ridge that covers the, you could say, western part. So it starts from here.
It's a beautiful place here, Mount Carmel. Holy place. And this is the whole ridge of Carmel Mountain.
We're now on the slopes of the mountain. On the slopes of the mountain. Where we were, like Calamaris, it's like more or less on top of the Mount Carmel. But it's a ridge, it's a big ridge. It's called Carmel Mountain.
This army came all the way, the Via Maris, you remember that way, coming, crossing. Power, two powers. Egypt on one side.
We could barely get a view.
So we're trying to go inside the church. there's none here.